Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Mama with Mickey. As you all know, I just recently started an Airbnb host journey. So I have my first Airbnb listing up and it's active and it's been doing really well. I have a few things that I would like to share with you guys on what I've learned. And today is the very first one on how I got 100% occupancy for over a month. We'll just do November because it's really been like a month and a half, but I don't know the exact dates. If you want to know how to get your occupancy rate at 100%, be sure to like this video, comment some questions, comment what you did to increase your occupancy, or if you want to start an Airbnb journey. And just please subscribe because we'll be having more videos like this coming soon on all the tips that I learned on my personal journey. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay guys, so I just checked my calendar and today is November 13th. I have been booked since October 25th and I have not had any days off since October 25th. That is a blessing. And we're booked out until December 11th. How about that? So on Airbnb, it does show that it is, I don't know if you can see that. Calendar, you guys see all of that? All of that's booked up. It does say 77% occupancy, but I'll tell you why it's exactly 100%. So on Airbnb, I have 77% occupancy rate because I have had 2 guests, because I do a lot of outside promotions on Instagram, on all my social medias basically, and I've had 2 guests decide to book with me directly. So I was very excited about that. Only 2 guests, but 2 is better than none. And so I'm really excited because one guy stayed for 5 days and another guest is staying for another 5 days. So that is why it is 100% occupancy. But I do feel as if I did the tips that I am going to tell you guys, I would have been at 100% even without those 2 additional bookings, just because I've been doing this and I'm really new and it's been working. So yeah, even with the craziness that's been going on with me in Airbnb. Alright, so let's just get into my tips on how you can increase your occupancy rate on Airbnb. These are my tips on increasing your occupancy rate at your Airbnb. Tip number 1, look at the rates of the other homes in your area. That is so important. That way you can already be the cheapest house in the neighborhood. That's like the most simplest tip. Literally go on Airbnb, go to switch from hosting to traveling, and look at other houses. That is so simple. I do it all the time. I go to South Euclid, I go to Cleveland, I go to Cleveland Heights, and I see what they're charging. And I'm like, okay, well, this house is about 4 minutes away. This house is about 10 minutes away. I'm just gonna drop it below them. That way I'm higher in the search ratings. Like, people are gonna automatically be like, okay, let me see, this is my budget, this is how much I want to spend a night. Bam, there are our people. So that is tip number 1. Look at the other houses, see what they're charging, and go just like $5 lower. That's it. Tip number 2, include discount in the title. Discount. People love discount. Like, granted, some ritzy other people may not, but me, I love a discount. So if you say discount, I'm gonna be like, oh, I get a discount. So yeah, always include discount in the title. just went on a little tangent there, but always include discount in the title, because when they see that the rate is lower, they're gonna be like, oh yeah. Do your income math. That's what I mentioned earlier. My number, I am just I don't know what's going on with my voice. Cleveland, it's snowing, so I think that's what's going on. I apologize. Anyway, my number personally is to make at least half my mortgage. If I can make at least half my mortgage, I did my damn job. And that literally is my goal. So I sit here, I do the math, like, okay, I need to make X, Y, and Z to get to this number. Once you have that, you're like, okay, everything else, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Have your number already in your head, so that way you can do your math accordingly. You don't want to go too low to where you're not hitting your goals, and you don't want to feel like you're too high to where you're not getting booked. The whole point is to increase our booking occupancy rate. Another tip, allow one night stays, and this is the catch-22. Listen. A lot of people don't like one night stays, but the reason I like one night stays is because you can get booked. I promise you, it is going to dramatically increase your occupancy rate. I have had like 2 or 3 one night stay guests, and it was awesome. First of all, what can they really do outside of people throwing events? What can they really be doing in one night? So what you can do is, if you have like a gap of 3 days, 4 days, if you allow one night stays, you charge $25 for the night, $50 for the night, $70 for the night, whatever. But you have a short stay cleaning fee, and boom, there's another $70, $80, $90, $100 for the cleaning itself. That is what you do. So where you could have made $25, you just made $125, $125, $125, $125, $160, $160. You get where I'm going? Like, the cleaning fee. Allow one night stays, because it gets rid of that gap. Those little gaps that you just find in your calendar, and you will find them. And guess what? You lower that price low enough, somebody's going to be like, yep, this is the one. I'm booking here. I'm staying here tonight. Another tip is knowing what your lead time is. I mentioned this earlier. Your lead time is how much time do you have to get this unit booked. If you have 3 months, you can have your rates whatever you want your rates to be. But when you only have 3 days, you better get a competitive rate out there so that someone can book it. That is the goal, to have it booked. The main thing is, as long as you have your goal number in your mind, and you're like, okay, this is the absolute lowest amount that I can get. But you have to think, some days you're going to get higher numbers, some days you're going to get lower numbers. Every day is not going to be the same on Airbnb, so monitor your numbers. Monitor your numbers. And I'm telling you, your lead time is everything. I went on Airbnb and I changed it at night, and by the next morning I had a guest checking in at 3 o'clock. Yes, for a one night stay. Yes. I'm letting you know, this is a secret sauce to increasing your occupancy rate. And I think this is my last tip. Yes, it is. My last tip on increasing your occupancy is lowering your rate when your guest is about to check out. So if I have a guest checking out and I have no one checking in, 2 days before they check out, I'm gonna drop that rate. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's... Drop it. Because the goal is to have no days off. We need no days off. We're gonna drop that rate. Somebody's gonna find that rate and be like, yeah, I can stay here, and only drop it for like 2 days. So if they check out on like a Thursday, drop it for Friday and Saturday and make Sunday the regular thing. Because a lot of times people are going to want to stay for the weekend anyway. So there's that. Make it back the regular rate. So, or if it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll give you like the first day at the lowest possible rate, and then the next it'll be like a staggering number, so it'll be like 25, 30, 35. Now mind you, my Airbnb, I'm just giving you guys random numbers because my Airbnb, the lowest I think I've had it was $25. The highest I've had it is $120. It's the same unit. You gotta catch the deals. You gotta monitor the occupancy rate. I would rather make $25 plus a cleaning fee any day than making absolutely nothing and it's sitting empty. So yeah, you better look on there all the time. Like, just keep refreshing my page, because baby, if you keep refreshing me, you're gonna catch a deal. And that's why I say discount. Put discount in there, because they're like, oh shoot, it's $25. Like, that catches their eye, and then when they see that $25, they don't know you have a guest checking out. They don't know you're trying to fill the need. You don't want any nights free. No nights off. So that's why I say 2 nights or a night before your guest checks out, go on there, drop your rates. That's only if you don't have anyone checking in right behind them. If you do, groovy. If you don't, drop it. And I promise you're gonna have somebody. I mean, I have literally been booked. I would show you my calendar, but I don't want... Let me just do this. Let me do this real quick. Can you guys see that? That is my calendar. And when I promise you there have been no days off all the way into December, none. Every day. Every day. The grace of God, for one. And most definitely incorporating these tips. I know I said drop the price. That's the hint. But I do want to go over them really quickly. And that is, look at the other houses in the area and be the most competitive by $5. It just has to be a $5 difference. Include discount in the title, so that way you can fluctuate your prices without causing any alarm to anybody. Do your math. Know how much you're trying to make every month. Know what's the minimum amount of days that you can have. Do your math. Know how much lead time you have to get the space booked. I'm currently working on getting my space booked for the rest of December. So like I said, that second week of December, that third week of December, it's pretty cheap. But Christmas week, you know, we got to figure out what we're doing there. The next tip is allowing one night stays. Because even if you have it at $35, $45, $55, you can make extra money on the cleaning fee. Do not panic. You want to get booked. This is 100% occupancy right here. 77 if you want to go by their standards, but I'm going by my standards, and it's 100%. And lastly, drop your prices when your guest is about to check out. Drop them. Drop them. And that is it. That's all our tips. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button if you found any of these tips helpful. I know I said drop it like a lot, but I'm telling you, it has worked. It has worked. And I am really excited to learn more and share more with you guys. If you want to come along with me on this journey, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. We do a lot on this channel, from baking to traveling to advice to this, that, and the third. I am a wanderlust of things. Who knows what I'm going to be doing on the next video. But I will see you there. And until then, be sure to make every moment count. See ya!